All right, listen up. This is Slick Rick here to tell you how to get the greatest wrestling video ever made. I'm talking about the very best versus the very best, all on one hot video cassette. Woo! Check this out. This is it, Daddy. You won't see it on TV ever. It's just too hot. And yes, folks, the main event, yours truly, Slick Rick styling and profiling against Dusty Rhodes for the big one, the World Heavyweight Championship. Who won? Who lost? My lips are sealed. If you want to find out, get ready to order this great video cassette now.
And this is the most serious thing that I've ever said to the public in my entire life. I live and die and breathe each day of my life for this business. I've gone through women, I've gone through cars, I've gone through bankruptcy, I've done it all to be the best. Because I know that to be a stud in this sport, you've got to pay the price. Sting, you and I in particular, then pal, you better remember one thing. The bottom line is, pal, the watering hole was nothing, pal, compared to what you're going to understand. You see, Sting, look at Dusty Rhodes. He won't show you proudly, but they tell me he's got 20 stitches in that eye. 20 stitches. Pretty boy. Sting, you're next. Because I'm telling you, I'm going to hit you. I'm going to break you. I'm going to squeeze you. And boy, I'm the world champion, brother. And I'm addressing you as a punk whose mother and father didn't have the brains or the knowledge or the class in this life to even give your name. Sting!
There's nobody more important in the professional world of professional wrestling, for a matter of fact, all of professional sports, than the World Heavyweight Champion. And I'm telling you that me, the World Heavyweight Champion, will not be put in a situation that he doesn't want to be put in. When you're the man with which the whole wrestling world revolves, and you carry the most coveted trophy in all of pro wrestling, then nobody, and I mean nobody, tells me where to be, how to do it, and when to put up my championship belt. In other words, if you think you're putting me in that ring when I don't want to be in it, and you know what I'm talking about, they got another thing coming. As all you great wrestling fans will recall, about 3 years ago, a young, good-looking stud, a man that all the women have always looked up to, walked into the ring and defeated the legend, Dusty Rhodes. Now you see, Dusty Rhodes, everybody tells me that ever since that day you really had a problem in your life, and that's being able to live with the fact that Ric Flair actually ruled you, and to this day still does. You see, Rhodes, now we both have been the champion with one difference. I'm the champion now, and you're not. I make all the big money, and I control the wrestling world, and I say what goes now and then. And Dusty Rhodes, woo, just like as before, when we climb into that ring, it makes no difference what you think you're going to do. I know what we're going to do, and I'm going to take you. I said put that camera on the World Heavyweight Champion. You know, I have a hard time sometimes communicating with these people. When you're looking at greatness, when you got an opportunity to see me, you keep the camera on me. And I'm out here once again, I reiterate, the NWA, nobody in Texas, nobody in St. Louis, Florida, the Carolinas, nobody tells Ric Flair, the World Heavyweight Champion, what to do.
You're not getting Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazines, you're missing out on plenty of action and excitement from the entire wrestling world. Each month, Pro Wrestling Illustrated brings you 73 power-packed pages of match coverage, interviews, special features, exclusive ratings, and the famous Pro Wrestling Illustrated full-color centerfold. During this LPWA Boutique special offer, receive a full year of Pro Wrestling Illustrated Magazine 12 big issues for the low price of just $19.95. That's 30% off the newsstand price. You'll enjoy year-round news of the LPWA along with all the latest from pro wrestling around the world. And now you can get 12 big issues for just $19.95. Here's how to order. To take advantage of this limited special offer, send $19.95 in check or money order to Pro Wrestling Illustrated, Department L, Post Office Box 48, Rockville Center, New York, 11570. That's $19.95 to Pro Wrestling Illustrated, Department L, Rockville Center, New York, 11570.